Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on the video. Really quick, I just wanted to give this little intro. The following video that you're about to watch, yes, it is by Jonathan Mason. He is giving a less than 20-minute speech on prospecting secrets, which is also the book that he has written. Highly recommend getting that book and reading it. The reason I'm giving this intro is because I filmed this video underneath the stage. I had to be in places where I shouldn't have been in, but I did what was necessary so that I could get the proper footage. I do suggest, because of that, the camera will be a little bit wobbly, so for the best experience, I do suggest listening to the audio of the video rather than focusing on the actual how it looks like. So that is my suggestion moving forward watching this video. Without further ado, enjoy the video.
Take your watch off. And I want you to switch wrists. Jonathan Mason out of Orlando, Florida with LMT. Appreciate being here. Quick story, guys. When I got started, yes, my background is professional breakdance. I did the weddings, bar mitzvahs, that kind of stuff. Messina and I did have a battle. We were pop locking and dropping. Now I just pop lock and just pick it up. I can't drop it, nothing no more. I did tear my hamstring, which is the funny story. I've been carried upstairs, but qualify for trips, you'll have these stories too. So when I got started, PBD and my brother get me on a call 6 days before an event like this. I fly from South Florida to LA to go to an event, and because of an event like this, I got started. I go back to South Florida. This is 2009. There's no IG, no Facebook, no website, no integrity, no nada. Figured out how to get licensed, went back and forth to LA once a month to learn the business. Started up from scratch. Was in the office with this guy named Chad, who sounds like Beavis and Butthead. It's kind of funny. And then Kahinde. And by the way, what's crazy about Kahinde, he's the only guy I know that can walk around with his eyes closed all the time and never run into anything. You know? I love KT. So I'm in the office in South Florida, built it up, became one of four first equity partners. Then I moved to Jacksonville. I moved and transferred all my base shop and all my MDs to Kahinde. I started from scratch in Jacksonville. No marketing, not knowing anybody. Built that up. Then promoted it a couple times. Also hit equity again. Then I moved from Jacksonville to Orlando. And then I transferred my base shop and all my MDs to one of my MDs in Jacksonville. Started over again from zero. And then built it up. Now I became a chairman, 7-figure earner, built other 7-figure earners, 6-figure earners, you get the idea. It's been an amazing ride. But what I want to share with you guys is literally what prospecting has done for my life that is a transferable skill in your life. But I want to get to a couple of things here. Going into the new year, you have a couple ways of becoming financially independent. By the way, you never heard me speak, I'm very blunt. So, I don't mean to offend, but I may. So, if you want to be financially independent going 2026, you have a couple options. Option A. You can hire Nancy Pelosi to be your financial advisor. Anyone that can do 174,000 income and make 400 million, I'm in. Perfectly legit, huh? Option B. You can open a daycare in Minnesota. And if you don't know, now you know. And Wallace just dropped out of his test. Anyways, watch the movie. Those aren't really long lasting, or you can learn how to master prospecting. Who chooses C? Who chooses C? Now, let's get into it. 4 things. By the way, this is simple. You have 4 parts. Warm marketing, referral marketing, social media, goal. That's it. 4 things. You don't have to master this in one day. Understand it's a process. Our industry is not get rich quick, but it is get rich eventually. But you have to put the time in.
Right there.
Let's break it down. Psychology number 1, because if you don't believe what you're doing, you don't believe what you're saying, no one's going to believe you first. First part, you've heard me say this before. Are you a lion in the zoo or a lion in the jungle? What does that mean? A lion in the zoo gets fed how? You're waiting to be fed. Those are the guys that rely on the leads or someone else to give them things. And you're only going to eat as much as the zookeeper wants to give you. If you're a lion in the jungle, you'll have to hunt. You eat as much as you want. But here's the part, it forces you to level up. Let's say the lion doesn't get the zebra today. Does the lion say, I'm just not going to eat today? No. Or he says, ooh, he has another one. And you have to let it go again. And you have to let it go again, and go again, and go again. That's how you gotta hunt. But some people don't want to hunt because you're afraid of what? Being embarrassed. Rejection. No one knows who you are. Guys, the rejection is just an objection. It might be just your approach. We have to rethink that. I'm going to get to more in psychology stuff here, but understand this here. Your ego of what you're holding on to is preventing you from moving forward. You have to address that. And I'm not going to get into, psychology too much today. That's a whole other training. But you have an identity situation. Breaking this down, I need you to reframe how you look at rejection. Rejection is nothing but the feedback. It's what can you do better? What can you learn from? Now, there are things that you do have to improve, but that's what you get to control, your attitude and activities. You get to work on yourself, but allow that to come. First thing, when I'm prospecting somebody, that conversation in my mind is either going to be good or funny. A good prospect is they get started, they show up, they become a client, something positive to move forward in business happens. Funny is they say no, they don't show up, because I'm sure everybody prospect says yes, right? Everyone invites them, you know, shows up, right? And everyone that shows up gets started. That's not even normal. But it's funny to me because people don't realize we have the best opportunity. I can change their life. I can teach them how money works. I give them a platform. All of them show up. But because of things that they may have experienced in the past or their current identity, they're just automatically knee-jerk reaction of no, I'm good. I didn't ask how you feel. They say no, I'm good. If you notice that, they sound like car metals. They just make little noises. They're not even listening to you. Change the narrative. Change the approach. The other part is this. I think so many people self-sabotage themselves with prospect avoidance or they lie to themselves. Here's the part. Most people want to make a change, but they're not willing to work. And the challenge is, you've been struggling most of your life. If you're 30 years old, you got 30 years of bad habits. If you're 40 years old, you got 40 years of bad habits. If you actually start to become successful, you're going to self-sabotage it. Because if you actually did start making money and you did become successful, you're just going to contradict everything you've been telling yourself for 40 years. And you don't want to do that because you hold on to ego. Well, this is where psychology comes in. There's a book called Let It Go. I want to tell you guys to read it. If you can understand the psychology of yourself first, most people are holding on to something. The low energy levels, the blame, the guilt, the grief, the shame, you walk around. You're angry when you're prospecting. Hey, do you keep your business up? It doesn't work that way. Come. When you can raise your vibration up to courage, people want to talk to you, become more attractive. You have to let go of the past. 60% of women by the age of 18 have been abused, by the way. So 60% of the women here, you're holding on to something. But everything that happened to you up to this point, you can't change that. You can't change your future. And we say, what? To the right. Focus on the future. That you have control over. That crap, that ain't your fault. It is what it is. Let it go. Move on. I had such a hard time with this, by the way. I was holding on to all my mistakes, all the crap. The moment I let it go, freedom, peace, relaxed, all good. I promise you, that's waiting for you. Let's study this part here. Let's get to actual prospecting. More marketing. First off, if they're in your phone and you're not going to call them, why are they in your phone? Are you like Tom from MySpace who has one of these friends that never talk to? Like, what's the point of talking? If they're in your phone, call them. If not, just delete them. Because you're never going to talk to them. And if you have no credibility, that's your fault. Time to change the game. So warm market, I love the warm market. Guess who recruited me? My brother. Warm market, top 25. Hello. Warm market works. Invitations work. Oh, it's too soon to this big event. 6 days across the country. I don't want to hear it. Be willing to call the warm market because the problem is you're too aggressive with your warm market. Change the approach. Hey, Swaz, we're not going way back though. I know what I'm doing may not be for you. Do you happen to know anybody that? Do you happen to know anybody that maybe has life insurance but they don't have long-term care? Do you happen to know anybody that maybe loves what they're doing but not making enough money? Do you happen to know anybody that? You know who he's going to most likely say? Yeah, me. People that fear missing out and people want what they can't have. Referrals. I love the referral market. Oh, guys, you do this right. You're never going to have to beg for business. Referrals come to you. They'll happily send people your way. There's the whole thing I can do on referrals, but let me give you one quick script here, specific for insurance. When it comes to the beneficiary form, how many of you guys have a beneficiary on a life insurance policy? Everybody. How many of you guys have a contingent beneficiary? I'm willing to bet most of you guys want contingents. Hey, Mike and Mary, if something were to happen to both of you guys, these are your beneficiaries. Who would you want to leave in the care of your children? So I got your beneficiary, and I got contingent beneficiary. Would you mind making a three-way introduction that I can call them to inform them of who I am, what's going on, so they have clear instruction on what you'd like to happen? Please. Hey, is this Swaz? Hey, Swaz, I'm John. I'm actually the life insurance agent for Mary, your sister. She wanted to reach out to you. By the way, who does your life insurance? Now, more than likely, the reason why I want a contingent because his beneficiary, besides his wife, may also be the sister. I'm going to get another contingent that's outside the family. You get it? Aha! Work the referral market because it's already a warm market.
Wow.
Social media. I'm not going to spend a lot of time because this thing changes every 30 seconds. AI this, AI that, like, who knows anymore. But you need to have a platform, but I want to be very clear. What you present out there is how you're being judged, how you're being perceived. Some of y'all be posting videos that need to clean up a little bit. You with me on this? Professional videos add value. Add value. If you're not sure what to post, find something that makes sense that you can connect with, like, comment, and share. Very simple. You don't have to be a content creator. Let someone else create the content, you share it. Jasmine did a great thing yesterday at the MP meeting. Talked about how whenever someone gets started in TWA, they're like, comment, and share it on social media. There's so much out there to use. And then if you have the personality, the look, and the momentum, then go ahead and do it. But you don't have to have your own stuff. When I got started, I used PVD stuff all the time. Why would I reinvent the wheel? So easy. Oh, you're military? Take this video on PVD's in. He's military. Watch this. Now we got some Paula video, military. Guys, it's so easy. Leverage social media. Don't put the pressure on yourself to be a content creator if that's not what you do. Cold market. Oh, this is how to build the business, guys. And this is a transferable skill you can do anywhere and everywhere. First part is learn to become a marriage citizen. That takes time, those relationships. Learn to be more interested in someone versus interesting. Let your ego go. If you want to be liked and want to have charisma, ask about how they are. Ask more about other people than yourself. Does that make sense so far? Now here's some fun stuff. Networking events. How many guys have been to networking events? Who's the first person you should meet at every networking event? Why? They know who is at the event. So what do you clearly ask? Hi, are you Ellis? Ellis, I'm John, your host. Thank you so much for hosting this. This is an amazing event. I'm actually in the insurance business. I'm looking to meet ... Is there anybody currently here that you can connect me with? Thank you so much. Awesome. Hi, you're Mary. Nice to meet you. Then you start talking. And then rather than doing form, which is form is what? Form is what? It's now called prom. Taking the prom. Prom is personal recreation, occupation. Meet. M is meet. So if I'm doing that, Ellis, man, where are you from? I love that. Are you a Lakers guy? What are you? Oh my gosh, New Orleans, awesome. Where you living during real estate? Awesome. I love that. If I can introduce you to somebody at this event tonight, who can I introduce you to? Who would you like to meet?
No, that's guess.
You're in real estate, there's a mortgage. Let me connect with the mortgage guy, the mortgage. You literally take FaceTime out of the office into the real world. You FaceTime every single networking event. What you don't realize is the stuff you're learning in PHP is transferable in every business.
Oh my God.
Every business. Whether it's prospecting, selling, product knowledge, how to connect with people, building a team, everything. So when you're out networking, that's the game. Right there's prom. When you go to events, when you go to restaurants, when you go anywhere, everything has to do with the purpose. When I go out to eat, I always sit with the purpose. I don't sit in the back of the room and want mouth. I like to sit at the bar sometimes and by myself. Why? Because I can start conversations. If I'm at a table, I want to sit in the middle of the room so I can find the conversation. Openers are easy. Are you in real estate or mortgage? Why? Oh, you look like a real estate guy. Most real estate guys just money. Oh, you're in Aflac. Awesome. I'm right 50% of the time. I don't care what they say. I just got to get an opener. Does that make sense? Have fun with prospecting. I'm too serious. By the way, I swear, if you say you look sharp, I'm going to hit you. Cut that shit. Oh my gosh, you look sharp. No, I don't. Well, stop. You look sharp. That's too scripted. You don't say that. Be real. Have your scripts ready to rock. It's robotic at the beginning, then it becomes natural. Now here's the part of prospecting. Here's why I want to prospect. So I'm going to sell you the dream a little bit. Is that okay?
Yes, it's okay.
You're talking about a breakdancer living in his parents' house that had to borrow $700 for rent in 2013 from my dad. While in the business trying to make this work. Moving to Jacksonville, sleeping on the damn floor at Tommy Clark's house. No one knew this. I was living out in the car while running an office. Oh yeah, I'll give you stories. And yes, that's the house my fiance bought. Yes, that's the Rolls Royce we beautifully drive. That's her new Maybach that we got. Yes, that's the Land Rover. And that's all the cars I can fit on this flat. And yes, we travel the world. She's Brazilian. Tradition. Took her to the Brazil-US game. By the way, where are we sitting? On the field.
Wow.
It was a very confusing day for her. She loves America, but she's Brazilian. Took her to Italy for her birthday. Bora Bora PhD trip. I proposed. I proposed in Wimbledon. She's a tennis fan. Played with college. I rented out Wimbledon. I rented out Center Court, rented the whole thing out. At the gangster stuff. Oh, she said yes. Then we met two girls there at the bottom. My two Frenchies, Lily Coco. Took the family to London. Just got back from Dubai. Here's the thing, we'll wrap up with this. You want to get the books, knock yourself out, want to find me on the net, go ahead. Here's what I want you to do. Have you guys thought about that watch until I brought it up? It feels normal now, doesn't it? Oh! You see, what you were doing that felt awkward at first, if you do it long enough, it's going to feel natural.